I've been on a lot of outdoor adventures over the years. One of my favorites was back when I was in college. I went on an ice fishing trip with a couple of friends of mine up to Lake Superior in the Apostle Islands of northern Wisconsin. It was one of my favorites because when we were in college, we went up there and we only had enough money for three things: gas, beer, and Copenhagen. You know, the essentials. When I got dispatched the load that we'll be delivering in Duluth, I thought maybe it's time to go back and do an ice fishing trip on Lake Superior. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna load up the ice fishing gear, do some ice fishing. Stick around. Welcome to Truckin' Outdoors. $26,000 of American steel from Chicago to Duluth. That's not going anywhere. Pre-trip engage. Scanning. Past the pre-trip. We are empty in Duluth. Now it's time to shoot over to Ashland and get ready for fishing in the morning. Let's go. Before we get into the trip, I need to explain that due to some technical difficulties, I lost some video and some audio that I didn't realize I had lost until we got into the editing process. So this trip actually happened a couple weeks ago. But instead of scrapping the whole thing, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my daughter, Lily, go through and voice over the audio in the style of bad lip reading. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Good morning. About 5 o'clock in the morning, and we are on the banks of the Great Superior Lake. We're going to be going out into about 40 feet of water. but it's going to be real close to shore. You know, we're not going to be too far out today. The ice up here is a little sketchy. My original plan was to go up to the Bayfield area and go out along the islands, closer to the islands. Well, what I was told from the bait shop kid was bring a spud. No. If you need to bring a spud to make sure that the ice that you're on is thick enough to be on, yeah, it's not thick enough to be on. So he told us where to go. He gave me a tip. He was fishing here last weekend, a couple days ago, and there were 10 inches of ice. So should be a good day. We'll see if we catch some fish. I have no idea what we're going to catch, you know. We'll have to just wait and find out. Stay tuned. Just thought I'd give a quick weather report. Right now, it's about 33 degrees. Way too warm for ice fishing. But that's what we got. The clouds have cleared off. It's actually pretty close, just past a full moon. So it's starting to get pretty bright outside. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Sunrise is at 7:20. I don't like to go out on especially new water, new ice, in the dark. But it's kind of getting there with the moon, sun's starting to come up. I think we're going to get out there. Now, I brought my shack along today because the wind is supposed to kick up this afternoon to about 15 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour gusts. So it's not going to be cold. However, that wind is going to make it feel really cold. So I got the shack along today. We're going to be sitting all day, bringing lunch. So let's get to it. Well, it's a beautiful view out here. But this is what what I'm working with here. Check it. You get all these cracks in this ice. Look at that. Pressure ridges. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. That water is moving whenever I move. So that's quite the line. And where I want to go fishing is right out there.
Hey, I meant to tell you that I saw you sniff your shoe. Look who got it too, but yeah, that just came to me. Oh wait, they're looking at me. I have to act like there's emotion. I found a tack in my flip-flop, and now I'm suing. I am having a party. I have 4 stork eggs and a pony. You'll love it. I got these new mints that taste like Florida. Taste kind of bad, though. I love big arteries. I think there's hair in my coffee. I'm gonna go steal that lamp over there tonight. Help. I think they're onto us. If you think about it, dinosaurs could have been all around this area. Probably where Stegorex is, and probably even like a Broncolatorum. But yes, I will buy a new American flag today. There's a problem with Chewbacca roll, alright? Do we really have an alien spaceship? I saw the thing fly. Hey, I want some of those.
Well, it's 9:15. Haven't seen a fish. And I've eaten half my lunch. It's going pretty good. It's a good day so far. It's beautiful outside. Wind's starting to kick up, but be all right. Boy, that wind is really kicking up. We're starting to get a lot of breeze through the bottom here. We need to do a little insulation. There. That should help. Okay. Yep. It's windy. Well, I just had a bite. Of course. Doing something else on the camera. Changed to a gold spoon. I don't know. but it was a bite. I was trying to turn the camera on, of course, as I'm trying to get the fish up. He was on for a minute, but fiddling around, lost him, of course. Always the way it goes, isn't it? He might still be hanging around. Either way, that is encouraging. Jeez. Oh. This may turn into a kite real quick. Check out these old beaver dams. I guess technically the Arctic fishermen, but they're made in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, so everybody calls them beaver dams. These are from my dad. I got these from my dad. He bought them back in high school. So they're a little old, but they still work. He engraved his name and address in here, and it's still Route 1, Rural Route 1. Yeah, that's old. But let's see if we can't catch a fish on them. The old beaver dam. Look, it still has the old cloth red flag. Yeah, authentic. Here we go. One down.
If I had my boots on, this whole thing would have gone different. All rocks are my friends. I mean, everyone's different under the skins. Think about that.
Ooh. Flag. I haven't seen it spin. Could just be a wind trip. But check it out. Yeah. Nothing. Do a bait check. Yep. Must have been the wind. Well, about 7 weeks later, I'm finally moved about a mile away from where we were. A little bit different spot. You know, I had the bite earlier. I had the flag, even though it was probably a wind trip. I'm going with the bite. I'm going with a flag. And then I had another bite on my pole. I know that was a fish. I had it on for a second. I know that. Anyway, nothing moving over there, so try a different spot. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Stay till dark, I suppose. It's just so hard to move this thing with the wind. I mean, give me a break. It's horrible. So, I'm here. I'm sitting here until dark. I'm only about, I don't know, half a mile away from the truck. So, see how she goes. Well, I hate to say it, but dispatch just called and they got a load that I just can't pass up. So we'll have to cut the day short and go and pick that up. But anyway, it's all right. It's not like we were lighting them up anyway. And this was a bonus trip, you know. This trip literally cost me nothing except for maybe, I don't know, a gallon of diesel fuel. That's it. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna get this track sled loaded onto the big red sled, and then we're gonna hit the road. Well, we made it back. I was able to recreate, or at least relive, some of what was my most favorite outdoor adventure. Lake Superior, Apostle Islands, ice fishing. And I'll tell you, the ice is still sketchy up there from what I remember, but we made it. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Comment down below if there's an adventure you want to see me go on. In the meantime, keep the shiny side up. We'll see you next time.
Don't worry about it. Ding the bell.